Take it along the bottom. I gotta do it to this side now. Maintain contact. Find that electromagnetic position in which you can lift everything just a little bit. You can flex your toes, you can flex your foot, you can flex your calf muscle, you can flex them in the opposite ways too. You can use those opposite muscles. Here what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to flex my hands, flex my outer fingers, my thumb and my pinky. I'm trying to find a position in which I can give them the balancing pressure that they need in the most relaxed position. This isn't just a position that you're supposed to hold while you're giving a talk or while you're giving some form of discourse that has a very specific intention. That will result in maximal attention to you and to the substance of your talk. It's just a point of origin. It's a point of initiation for inertia. That's joining and aligning. You're proving that by physically aligning. You're being precise when you're making a cobra gesture, when you use 3 fingers. It's the space within them, that's the laser. Or when you point. These are all ways in which you're using these systems for aligning these complex bones and networks of vascular and arterial tissue. Oh! That is constantly moving fluids and ideas and electrons that are all animating where we use these electrons, what muscles to contract, what to say, what not to say, what to close, what to open. what to align, what to misalign, what to understand and appreciate, what to ignore and forget. These are all things that we must do every day. Every day of our lives, we are doing some combination of those obligations, those responsibilities. You see how everything is just lightly touching? That's something that I'm awakening to as being really, really important, because it's in those states in which you can rest just for a little bit. You just go. There's no contact. You're just you're still in contact. See, my hand is just right in between my jeans and my beard, my chin. When you do things slowly, you discover the more ways that things can join through a point of alignment and be ejected, be sent out from these same points of alignment, these same points of centered or meridian alignment. Lifting and collaborating with gravity to accelerate its effects on us, on our bodies. This is another use that I wanted to show for, say, the pad throne, or even if you just want to use a board. I encourage you to get a nice piece of wood that can be beaten on, and I want you to get some pin or a ring or it gives you another sound. Your fingernails make a different sound. The pin tip makes a different sound. Rolling like on a piano. The blade of your hand makes a different sound than your palm. So do you see how I'm elevating and I'm changing the height from which these pressure, these are down strikes. How do you balance that? You must come up at some point. This is why drumming can be such a flow initiating activity, because it's awakening you to this balance between the up and the down, that which is accelerating gravity and that which is resisting the force of gravity. We use our musculature to do both. The more in balance something makes us feel, the more sensitized we are to that balance, the healthier we become. The more satisfied, the more fulfilled we become, because we're more connected physically, mentally. We've had release, we've exercised, we've been breathing really hard, we've been, exercising this animal part of the human evolved system in ways that normally would have been activated by our pursuit of prey, our pursuit of new tubers, new grasses that we can weave. Life is pretty good. Life is pretty good. Survival is pretty easy. This is the day 2 of my fast. I think the last time I ate anything was these coconut ice cream bars that are made by Halo. They're so good. They're so good. That was like 30 hours ago. Maybe 36. It was. I didn't eat anything yesterday. I haven't eaten anything today. It is 3:41. I think I stopped eating that night at maybe 9. So that'd be 3 plus. So it's been 36 hours. Yeah, exactly. See no evil. Speak no evil. Hear no evil. There's a perfect way for you to align your hands when you're doing these. There are perfect dimensions for you. You just have to find them, and you just have to measure them. You have to get in them, and maybe you have to get somebody else to measure them. Unless you want to go back and use some type of, I don't know, you might have to build an apparatus. Maybe that's something that I should do. That way I would know, and I could determine these specific dimensions. I know some, but it never hurts to have data. And that's one thing that uThrones really needs to make a point of doing, is getting the data that will help us better understand what we're not doing well, better understand what we're failing to communicate. And you need information, you need feedback from the customers, no matter how few they may be, on what they like, what they don't like. And what can you say, except as I become aware of like some asymmetry, I want to try to activate that. And then I want to activate it while I'm activating the upper muscles. I'm sorry when I do that, because it just kind of comes upon me. See, we never do this. We never use our hands in this way. They're always with a ball in them, or there's always, you don't punch this way at all. Nobody ever does this. And once you find that track, start to work your wrists into it.